Hi, my name is Stella. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, I want us to talk about something that is happening inside the courtroom. There is something almost surreal happening inside the courtroom of the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Something that us people that are watching the case or the observers, I cannot ignore. Something that keeps returning no matter how many times the court adjourns. Uh, you know, this was also inspired. This video is inspired by Genius Philos, or Uncle answering by God's decisive. This was also something that I was like, you are onto something, Malume up, okay? So something that keeps returning, no matter how many times the court adjourns, short adjournment, long adjournment, adjournment for the day, when the court resumes, the same thing happens again. Do you want to know what it is? I'm sorry. Do you want to know what it is? Yes. When the court resumes, the same thing happens again. The stage goes back to the same issue again and again and again. It is as if the prosecution is being haunted by the name that refuses to disappear from this case, Mabeno, the name of Mabena. So it looks like Mabena is giving evidence from beyond the grave. He's like, let's say someone silenced him if there was any reason to be silenced. I'm not saying he was silenced because I don't know. I think he died on a car accident. I'm just for the interest of this, for the purpose of this video. Okay. Let's say someone wanted to silence him and then cut the brakes of the car and then he died in that car. I don't know what happened to him. Okay. But he was in a car accident. I'm sure insurances, they do check those things. So yeah. But now it will look like Umabena is like, you can kill me, but I won't keep quiet. Because tell me why Umabena keeps coming in and Umabena is everywhere in that courtroom, guys. Umabena is in that courtroom like nobody's business. For those who have been following this trial closely, the pattern is impossible to miss. Every time proceedings move forward, every time the state appears ready to push into new territory, every time it feels like the case is about to evolve, suddenly the courtroom returns to the same subject, Mabena. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It has become almost ritualistic. The court pauses, the lawyers regroup, the judge calls an adjournment. Then, when proceedings resume, instead of moving forward, the state cycles back, Mabena. Yes, cycling, Mabena. And also, they do a circle. They like, Mabena. I'm telling you, Mabena is like, andifika njalo, not lula. Anizumqala kakubi kanjalo. And when you watch this unfold repeatedly, a simple but powerful principle from logic begins to echo in your mind. A principle known as a law of holes. The law of holes is brutally simple. It says, when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. But what we are witnessing in the courtroom appears to be exact opposite. The exact opposite. Instead of stepping away from the difficult narrative, instead of shifting strategy, instead of redirecting the case toward a stronger ground, and every time they return to this Mabena issue, the questions grows louder. Why? Why does the prosecution keep returning to the same point? Why does this issue refuse to die? And perhaps the most uncomfortable question of all, is Mabena becoming the ghost of the state case? Because Mabena is like, guys, we all know we are Africans, most of us. We know that once a ghost is like, I'm here, he will never let go of you until you pray. I don't know. But Mabena is like that. His name is like that in that situation. Because Undanzi said Mabena and kept it going at like, why is Mabena's number here? Why is my banana? But now Undanzi is no longer doing that. Even when Undanzi, in fact, is not doing that. Ubalo, he goes back to. It's like there's a magnet that puts him back to Mabena. I don't think when I go, he spoke, his Mabena is like, I need to get rid of me, Ganja. One thing that you people are not going to do is to get rid of Ganja. Because in many ways, that is exactly what it feels like, a ghost, a presence that cannot be ignored, a name that keeps reappearing in the courtroom narrative. Even when the state tries to move on or move forward, even when new evidence is introduced, even when other witnesses are questioned, it's not the first time we're hearing of Mabena. Mabena. Oh, since 2023, Mabena's name has been there. The shadow of Mabena lingers, guys. And in legal battles, shadows can be dangerous. Trials are not just about evidence, they are about coherent narratives. The state must present a story that is logical, consistent, and persuasive. This one, icon. A story where each piece of evidence builds up on the last. And this is not what you are getting from here. Where we are standing, that's not what we are seeing. A story that leads the court forward or towards one unavoidable conclusion. But when a trial repeatedly returns to the same unresolved issue, it creates something else, doubt. That is why I'm talking about it, because now I'm happy with that. They are going to be doubting Thomas. The situation is becoming doubting Thomas itself. Because every time the state revisits the same point, as people that are watching begin to wonder, is this clarification or is this uncertainty? Is this reinforcement? Is this reinforcement? Is it damage control? What's going on here? What are you doing, Baloyi? Those are the things that we are asking. And in the courtroom, perception can be as powerful as evidence itself. Legal strategy is often compared to chess. Every move must be deliberate. Every position must be calculated. If the prosecution find itself defending the same position repeatedly, the defense will notice. Imagine if us, people that are not lawyers, are noticing. The public will notice too. And the narrative begins to shift. Instead of asking whether the accused are guilty, people begin asking a different question. Is the state struggling to hold its case together? That is why the law of holes exists as a metaphor for strategy. Because when a position becomes unstable, continuing to dig deeper really solves the problem. It often makes the hole bigger. And the bigger the hole becomes, the harder it is to climb out. Now, this is not automatically, this does not automatically mean the state's case is collapsing. Trials are complex, but the state case, in all honesty, is empty. Oh, it is empty, my dear. It is empty. There's nothing there. Evidence unfolds slowly. Witnesses introduce new information. Legal arguments evolve over time, but patterns matter. And the pattern in this trial has become impossible to ignore. Adjournment, return to Mabena. Adjournment, return to Mabena. Adjournment, return to Mabena. It is a cycle that keeps repeating. Yearly, Mabena's name is called. Quarterly, Mabena's name is called. And every repetition reinforces the same uncomfortable impression that Mabena is not just part of the case anymore, Mabena has become a problem the state cannot escape. The ghost in the courtroom, the question that refuses to stay buried, the issue that keeps dragging the narrative backward. And the longer this continues, the more observers begin to ask, is this persistent? Is this a persistent sign of strength, or is the evidence of a deeper structural weakness in the prosecution's strategy? Because when a trial reaches this stage, something very important begins to happen. The courtroom stops being the only audience. The public starts analyzing every move, as we are doing. Legal commentators dissect every exchange, and viewers across South Africa begin forming their own conclusions about the defense, about the strategy, about the credibility of the case itself. That is the power of reputation. The more the same issue appears, the more significant it becomes. And right now, even if it was never meant to dominate the narrative, and right now in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The ghost of Mabena is still walking through that courtroom. Every adjournment seems to bring it back. Every legal maneuver seems to cycle back to it. And until the state finds a way to move past this shadow, one uncomfortable reality will remain. The hole keeps getting deeper, and the law of holes reminds us of something simple, something brutally logical, something every strategist understands. When you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Because if you don't, eventually the hole becomes the story. And in this trial, the story may already be writing itself. What are your thoughts when it comes to this? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.